Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MicroOnda podcast, the show that proudly brings you top music, news, and more. Here are your hosts, Mundo, Johnny Quest, and M.A. the Engineer. Solo en el MicroOnda.
Yo, it's the MicroOnda podcast show. Yo, Mundo, we here with Johnny Quest and M.A. Marvin the Engineer. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing today?
Yo, what up? What's good?
Yeah. So, we got a great show for y'all today. A lot of things to talk about. A lot of crazy events. How's everybody's week been coming along?
My week's been good so far, man. Can't complain.
Same. Been pretty good. See any good movies yet lately?
Nah, actually, I was watching this on Amazon Prime. I don't know if you guys get that at all.
Yeah.
It was a kind of cheesy, low-budget film, but it was called Moors from America.
I think I've seen that.
You did?
I feel like I've seen that.
What's the chunky dude, Craig? Is it something Ferguson? The guy that's friends with Seth Rogen.
Yeah. The guy on the hot
Craig
tub
Robinson.
thing. Yeah.
Craig Robinson.
I know what you're
and
talking about.
His son, little chunky kid. Then Germany.
They go to Germany or something.
Yeah.
Right?
It was mad cool though. It had a lot of hip hop influence.
Right,
and he was
right.
trying to teach the German girl about hip hop.
Right.
So it was pretty dope.
That. Okay.
Watched that last night actually.
All right. What about you, Marvin?
Nothing, man. I just went to go see the new Harry Potter movie with the wife and the kid, and just about it.
The Creature or something?
Yeah, I think it's a Fantastic Beast.
Fantastic Beast.
Yeah.
All right. How was that?
It was pretty good, actually. Cinematically, it was pretty good, and I like what they did. They didn't saturate it with the Harry Potter friend.
It's like a spin-off, right?
Well, it's like a spin-off, but you know what I don't like what movies do is, like, let's say if they do spin-offs, they try to bring all the elements from different movies to pretty much say, hey, this is the same movie, but with this one they try to keep it different, and they had like little snippets here and there from those movies, but they did a pretty good job for not oversaturating it. And so let's say, like, if you go in not knowing what Harry Potter is, you wouldn't know it's a Harry Potter movie.
Okay.
So it's pretty good.
All right. Dope.
But there were some, I guess, a lot of connections to the other films. There was 6 of them, right?
Yeah, there's like 6 or 7 of them.
Okay.
But there was like name drops here and there, but it wasn't really like because I think it took place in a different time period before everything happened. But it just different story and
takes place in the U.S., right?
It takes place in the U.S. instead of in Britain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta make a fact. I have not seen one Harry Potter film, man.
Yeah, that's like I'm gonna have to like.
No, but it's funny though. Like I grew up reading the Narnia books. You know what I mean? So I should give it a shot.
Right.
You know, I heard they're really good movies, though.
You have to fight through the first 2, 3 of them, but then after that, it just gets really good.
That's what's up.
The quality of the movie gets better. But yeah.
So today we got our first special guest. We finally got a guest on the show, guys. What is this, episode 4?
Yeah.
Episode 4.
This is
okay. Well, we'll get to our guest
you
soon.
gonna disrespect Chico, man?
oh yeah, that's right, Chico. We did
And
have Chico.
J-Rock.
That's
What's
right.
going on?
All right, I'm sorry. We got our first female guest.
There you go. There you
first
go.
female
There
guest.
you go.
Yes. That's right.
Applause.
First female guest, artist, music artist, entrepreneur, hairstylist. She's my young cousin. We introduced to y'all Queen Jazmell. What's going on, Jazz?
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Good. So this is we got so much to talk about. She's got she's been on the grind. Tell us what did you start off with?
I started off doing hair. I've been doing hair practically all my life. I've been licensed for 6 years. I've been assisting at a hair salon that my grandmother owned since I was 10. Started cornrolling at 6. And now I'm just getting my foot into music this year, so that's pretty exciting.
Dope.
Yeah.
And I see that you got some music coming out.
Yes.
I've already had pleasure hearing the tracks that are coming out. I already seen the video. The actual launch for the video is not released yet, so we're actually getting a first glimpse view of the video.
Little sneak peek.
The video was dope. I checked the video out. The video was dope.
Thank you.
Tell us about the video.
So the video is an introduction of who I am as a hairstylist. It's called Makeup, Hair, and Fashion, and it'll be released December 8th. I'm having a video release party on December 8th in Silver Spring on Georgia Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tell us the spot and all the details for that event.
It's at a new location. It's Silver Spring Wheaton. Let me tell you what the lounge is called.
I think it's called.
And while she's searching for that, man, this is how you know when you have a young lady that's grinding. She's got 2 phones, man. And before we started, I had to rag on her a little bit about that. So that's how you know she's about her business.
Yeah, I'm out here doing my thing.
Yeah.
But the place is called Corner Kick Sports and Bar and Lounge. It's on Georgia Avenue, Silver Spring. It's by Wheaton Plaza.
Okay. So what's going to be going on the day of the event?
So at the event, I'm going to release the video, and I'm also going to have live performances and a mini fashion show.
All right, cool.
Yes.
And what's the name of your video? So
It's called Makeup, Hair, and Fashion.
Okay.
Makeup, Hair, and Fashion.
So
Okay.
make sure y'all, everybody out there tuning in, YouTube, Queen Jazmell, Makeup, Hair, and Fashion. So hopefully by the time this is released, the video will be
Released as well.
So people will be able to check it out as well. Now you've been on the grind. You've been doing it crazy. I don't know how did you get involved into music? How did
I've kind of been around it. Like my clients, they're into it, and my family, they've been into it. I've always been around it. I've always like freestyled on my free time, and then eventually I just kind of wanted to take it more serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of influences do you have as far as music?
Well, you.
Oh.
For most, yeah. Like I just mentioned, I did a video with you. I was like 15 years old, and I didn't know what I was doing. My uncle, he's an artist.
Give him a shout out.
He goes by Fettuccine.
All right.
If you look him up, yeah, shout out to Fettuccine. That's my uncle. There's one more other person that is in my family. I have my cousin Chevelle. He's in North Carolina right now. He's an artist as well. They're from like California area.
But as far as like music, growing up, like what were the sounds that you were hearing coming up?
A lot of like gangster music.
Good,
like Tupac,
Okay.
Biggie. I think Tupac, grew up on Tupac. My dad, me and my girlfriend, I was like 5, rapping and stuff. I think that's like pretty.
Did any influences like on your mom's side?
Not too much.
Okay.
Not on the Spanish, but subconsciously I kind of know. I know a lot of Spanish musics.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
So just Biggie and Tupac.
That's all she needs, man. What else does she need?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, most part.
Yeah, I think it was like a lot of Tupac.
Okay.
So.
I would have thought more maybe some Wu-Tang dipped in there through your uncle.
A little, yeah. That's not pretty. That's not what I like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I do know about it, but not a lot. Yeah,
Okay.
It wasn't like that's just. I was just around it. It wasn't something that inspired me.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever liked any other genres of music, R&B maybe, or
Yeah.
Jazz, classical, anything?
At this point, I pretty much like all types of music,
Okay.
from jazz, hip hop,
Respect.
country music, Latin music. I like absolutely everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can honestly say there's genre music I don't like. Country,
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about.
They have some nice
No,
country music.
They have some nice, very awesome vocalists.
Sure, yeah.
You know, I mean, hell, Kenny Rogers is a gangster, man.
Yeah, I can only listen
Come
to
on,
that
man.
Gambler
Dolly
song.
Parton is an icon,
Parton,
you know.
yeah.
But I honestly don't. I'm not gonna lie. Don't
Gospel
listen to
music,
it.
I can't listen to gospel.
I love gospel music.
Yeah, that I can't do. Gospel and country, I can't do.
They have like rap gospel now, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that.
You don't like Kirk Franklin, man, and all this
Yeah.
crossover hits?
Can't do it.
Mary Mary.
Yeah, no, can't do it. Can't do that. What other music I can't do?
You like the Archie Bunker music, man.
Yeah.
The
Like
Grinch.
certain punk music and stuff.
You
know.
like
You don't like
Nas?
punk?
No, some punk is all right. You know. Yeah. Like-
Punk is.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Country's probably the only thing I really don't do.
Yeah.
No, I listen to everything, man. It's just like it's. I always live by that philosophy of like, don't say you don't like anything because you haven't
Right,
heard
right,
what
right.
you like. You
Right.
probably heard something you don't like.
Yeah.
But there's always that type of music, even within that genre, for everybody.
Right, that's true.
So I mean, I don't discount that.
Yeah.
Tell us more about you said your grandma had a.
Yeah, so my grandmother does hair. She owned a hair salon my whole entire life
In DC or?
in our home. Yep,
Okay.
in Maryland.
Okay.
So I basically grew up in a hair salon. So that's why I'm an entrepreneur as of today, and I'm a hairstylist because of her. And she owned her own hair salon, so I kind of like just had to step up a little bit.
Okay, you said it was in your house.
Right.
Oh wow! So
Yeah.
there's a lot of people walking in. And
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Book
It was
solid and
crazy. So right now I have my own salon suite. It's in
Okay.
Greenbow, Maryland.
Oh, respect.
So, I kind of I reached her level, I feel as though. So that's kind of why I had to step into the music, something else, something, to embrace
Continue
my
your legacy and
right.
being yourself as well.
Right, exactly.
And do you have that set up kind of like the barbershops do? You rent a seat and you get people to come to you, or do you have your own spot?
It's a private booth, like a
Okay.
private
Yeah, yeah,
suite.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Cool.
it's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it a
How
lot.
long have you been doing
There.
that? Yeah.
I've been there for 7 months, going on 8 months now.
And things are going well for
Yeah, I love it.
you? Awesome.
It's actually inside of the Her Imports office, which is the best weave place in DMV. Well, they kind of expanded now on other states, but yeah, Her Imports. Shout out to Her Imports as well.
All right.
They're doing it big, yeah.
So what made you decide to go from hair to do with music? What was the stepping off point where you know what, maybe I'm going to do this?
Well, I've always been into it. I've always just on my free time. When people ask me what's my hobby, I've always said I like to rap. I like to freestyle. Maybe by myself. Nobody really knew. Maybe my dad knows, but a lot of people didn't know. And then for 2 years, I was looking for a songwriter to kind of I just wanted to make a song about an introduction of who I am, about makeup, hair, and fashion, about what I do. So 2 years, I was looking for a songwriter, and I got in contact with some people, and they were like, yeah, we have to chill. I got to get to know you a little bit. And I wasn't really feeling that. I didn't want to get to know, I didn't want them to get to know me on that level. I just kind of wanted to tell them what my vision was, and they helped me from there. But that didn't happen. So one day I went to Las Vegas. My aunt lives out there, and we were just chilling. And my uncle was there, my uncle Fettuccine. And then I was like, yeah, can you help me write a song? And he was like, all right, yeah, okay. So he was like, what do you want to rap about? And I was like, makeup, hair, and fashion. And then he was like, makeup, hair, and fashion. And I was like, all right. He was like, write some things down that you want to, that has something to do with makeup, hair, and fashion. And I wrote some things down. And then he was like, okay, what do you do? What do you normally do when you wake up? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I feel blessed, when I wake up. So then he started the song off like that.
Okay.
And then we just went from there. And then after that, I made another song, and now it's just I want to keep making more music.
Right.
And it's still about me doing hair at the end of the day, yeah.
And you've been performing recently as well.
Oh, my God, yes.
Tell us about that.
I had my first performance in Baltimore. It was an open mic. It was a showcase, and it was wonderful. Everybody loved it. Everybody in the club loved my music.
All right.
Yeah, that was really big for me, and I felt comfortable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you were on stage?
Yeah, I felt
performing?
comfortable. Yeah, I felt like it was me.
All right.
That's where I needed to be.
Okay.
It was a very comfortable feeling. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Now you mentioned fashion. Tell us about that part.
So I'm getting myself into wardrobe styling. So kind of giving people a whole full makeover from hair, makeup, and then
Oh,
wardrobe.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like a personal stylist kind of thing?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Dope. So, what else has been going on? Oh, where can everybody find you at?
Everybody can find me on Twitter, Snapchat,
You have a
What's
SoundCloud?
your Twitter
Instagram.
handle? Go ahead, let them know your name. And
Queen Jazmell, Jazmell. You can find me on Facebook as well. Everything Exclusive LLC. That's my fan page. Go ahead and like me now if you can.
Now, everything exclusive. Tell us about that.
So that's my company's name, Everything Exclusive. That's where I specialize in hair, makeup, and fashion. So on top of me, you know, doing music, that's my brand, Everything Exclusive. And I started Everything Exclusive off just because I was doing hair. At first it was called Exclusive Hairstyles. And then I started getting into makeup and fashion, and I was like, I don't just do hair, you know. So I was like, Everything Exclusive.
Right.
So yeah, it's pretty dope.
So as far as like, because obviously us guys, we're not too familiar with the hair scene and things like that, especially
I'm follically challenged.
But what is the scene like the hair fashion scene in DC? Because I know there's sometimes shows and events where, you know, people do like crazy hairstyles and things like that. Have you gone to those kind of events?
Not to a lot. I do go to hair shows, and they're very inspiring, but not a lot. But I've been to like a lot of classes, and they kind of open my mind up. But I plan on going to a lot of hair shows in the near future, so I can kind of get into it and be on stage with them as well. Yeah, and perhaps play my music. You know, kind of partner up with them and play my music while the show is going on. Yeah. That's kind of.
So, what kind of support have you seen with the music scene? Like, how many? And I know being a female that can rap or sing, a bunch of people like will probably hit you up and be like, "Yo, you know, hop on my track, let me get a verse or something." But how many? Being a female, I guess, rapper in this area, I know it's very limited because there's not a lot. How do you feel that vibe as far as a musician and the woman goes?
The vibe is pretty just natural. It's there. Like, a lot of people have been telling me it seems like natural for me to just be rapping. I'm just getting my foot in the door, so I'm just getting all this feedback, and I'm just learning, you know, myself still as well. But so far I've had people want me to collab with them on their music, and people are just my clients. They love the idea. They love that I'm expanding myself,
Nice.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of support from my clients, and then my family. You know, they're happy. They're like, "Oh, we have a musician in the family," so they're like really supportive.
Another one.
Yeah, they're really supportive about that as well. Yeah, most definitely.
Is it overwhelming? Would you say it's overwhelming, or how has it become? Like, how's it changed?
Like changed my life. It's not overwhelming.
Like having to balance music and
at this moment I can handle it. It's not overwhelming. I feel like it can get overwhelming, but that's why I have you now as my manager to help. You know, so I just need to keep building a lot of people behind me so I can not be overwhelmed. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, most definitely.
Nice.
But yeah, it's going really well as far as the music. Like, everybody, they believe in me. Like, they see it and they hear it and they believe in me. So, yeah, it's going well. The vibe is there. That's what got me here right now, today.
How about the family in North Carolina or South Carolina, you said?
Oh, yeah, my cousin, he's like, he supports me. He's like more of like a motivational speaker for me.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's pretty dope.
Never tried to do that inter-family collabs or anything like that down there? Gain some fan base for him there?
Well, I'm open to it, but we haven't got there yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still like just building myself. I want to make like
Like your name for yourself?
yeah, first.
I had a couple questions about your video. So I was fortunate enough to be one of the first people to see your video. I thought it was an amazing video. I love the colors and the visuals and the sound. Like, I think it was put together well.
Thank you.
Who recorded your video? Like, where was it done?
Okay, so shout out to No Effort. They're the one that recorded my video. And I pretty much put my video together myself.
Nice.
So it was 3 locations that I had. One was in my salon suite, the office of Her Imports. One was outside in the parking lot, and then one was in a hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, so that went exactly how I imagined. So it's just
you're doing directing too. I mean,
yeah, managing, directing. I'm
Nice.
doing it all.
Doing it all.
And it's all within my company, Everything Exclusive. So I just have like different departments under my company. So it should be like worldwide in the future.
So you came up like with the entire concept for the video all on your own and stuff?
Yes.
Nice. And how about the outfits and
I styled all the models.
Wow.
I used to model for an agency called Genesis Level, and I contacted the owner and I was like, can you, do you have any models for my video? And he was like, yeah, he supported me 100%. He was like, yeah, I got these models, they're ready now. And I was like, okay, just make sure they, come ready. Right. And I'll just style them as far as clothing. And that went just awesome. Like, it just went the way it was supposed to go, thanks to God.
All right.
Yeah.
How's it working with models?
It's not bad. Like, I feel like I'm a good director, so,
okay.
And then it's most of the people that's in the industry that I know so far, they're kind of younger than me,
Right.
So
I bet being in hair probably helped you a lot too, as far as like working with models, because I'm pretty sure you've been around them forever.
People.
Yeah,
Working with people, I must say, because I have all types of ages of clients. Yeah, just working with them and listening to them and just learning from different people how different people think. It helps me a lot to do what I'm doing now.
nice.
That's dope.
Yeah, thanks to my
Got some
grandma.
kind of psychology there.
Yeah, and I do plan on studying psychology in my near future.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, in my near future, it's nonstop, just grind.
Cool.
Grind.
So, we got any news? What's been going on?
What hasn't been going on?
How's this weather, yo?
Oh no.
Huh?
Yeah, it went from literally today here in D.C. Went from, I would say, September to the end of November in a matter of an hour.
Yeah, I would say so. Crazy, yo.
Yeah.
Came out with the T-shirts. They had to put out the jackets and stuff, man.
I mean, it's that time of year, so.
Yeah.
Today was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It was really nice this morning.
What do you feel about our whole, you're a young lady. How do you feel about like our election and we just had, what are your thoughts?
Funny you asked that because I just kind of made, I'm working on a song. It's called,
Say it.
It's called I Didn't Vote.
Okay.
Yeah, how basically how we went from a black president and kind of to no president. Really, yeah. Wasn't a fan of either Hillary or.
Are you excited about Mr. Trump?
At first, I was kind of a little disturbed about it, but now I'm fine. I'm fine. I feel like me owning my own business, I'm kind of not in
You're doing you, so
yeah.
You don't really have a lot of time to think about his shenanigans.
Exactly,
These
but
things haven't affected us yet.
But I get
it hasn't even started.
Yeah.
I do get a lot of notifications from like the news about it though. I'll just look over it. The news is kind of like depressing.
But now you say that the song you're working on is called I Didn't Vote. And obviously there's a lot of people out there that didn't vote as well. Would you say you didn't vote because you felt you had only two choices, or were you aware that there were other choices as well?
I felt like I only had two choices.
So do you feel that if you would have learned about the other choices, do you think, giving these folks a chance, do you think there would have been a more reason probably to go out and vote and learn about them or whatnot?
Honestly, if I had more education on it, possibly yes, I would have.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
I think like me personally, like the way I look at the politics, it was like this election was set up within you only had two choices, and that's how it's always been. You always had the Democrats or Republicans and things like that.
Two-party system. That's
true, but there is.
I mean, there are other minor parties, right? Yeah,
the
but
Green Party, Libertarian, and whatnot.
I mean, until we really get away from our two-party system, it's always going to be this way.
Yeah.
I mean, you had the '92 election where you had the Reform Party, which influenced. That's how Clinton won, because Ross Perot siphoned off a lot of the votes from George W. Bush.
Yeah.
And then in 2000, you had the same situation. Nader siphoned a lot of votes from Al Gore,
Right.
which had W elected. So, you know.
But if you look at Lincoln with the Republican, they were a third party
Yeah.
when they came out
Yeah.
and stuff. I think with the,
I
the
think-
Whigs or something like that.
I think at the times probably right now, especially with what we just went through, it's probably good to have, another party.
Yeah.
But I mean, have you ever seen the Libertarian Party's
that dude
convention?
that dude was
It's
that
crazy. No, but
that?
just look at it. Like, I think you can find some footage on YouTube
Right.
about the Libertarian Party. I mean, these dudes were coming in like Darth Vader costumes and stuff.
Right.
How are you going to take that serious? You
Yeah,
had one
yeah,
dude
yeah.
that was running for president, and like their convention is weird, man. Like, I had one dude that was like butt naked, like on stage. I think he was wearing like, I don't think he was wearing anything, and he wanted to run for president. I mean,
Right,
come on,
right.
man, But, man, it's the beauty of this country is that you do have options. I just think this time maybe you didn't have that many options. And,
Right.
But there is room for another party, I think.
Yeah.
A legitimate party.
Yeah. Enough of politics. So the number one song right now on radios is the Black Beatles, I believe, by Ray Schmurda. Have you guys heard this song yet? Seen the
I
video?
haven't heard
I
it.
just heard it today.
Wow, it actually been out for a while though.
You like it?
Yeah.
I just heard it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different. It's got like rock infused with like hip hop.
Stuff, yeah.
Gucci
Interesting.
Mane is on it. He's
Okay.
featured on
The
it.
video is cool and stuff. That's what I first saw was the video before.
So it's Ray Schmurda.
Yeah, Ray
Any
Schmurda.
relationship to Bobby?
I don't know.
Oh, I gotta look that up.
Yeah, we'll have
Yo,
to Google that.
you know
Fact
what
check.
else I heard today, driving into work? BBD, Belle Biv DeVoe has a new song out
Oh wow!
called "Run."
What?
It is fucking dope. It's so basically what they did was they're rapping. I mean, they're singing and rapping off of "Hypnotized," like Biggie.
Right.
And in the video, like the visuals, it says BBD and Run. So like kind of like Run DMC, kind of like
Okay.
think that. So but it's BBD on the top, red bar, and then it says Run on the bottom. But
Oh,
it was
wow.
a dope video. I mean, them dudes still got it. How
Right,
long have they
right,
been
right.
doing it, man?
Yeah.
You know,
Wow, yeah.
for a long time. I was looking for a Swatch watch. You know,
Right,
remember
right,
the yeah, but they sounded good. It was a good. I watched the video. It was a good video, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So Jazz, what music do you like that's out today?
I like the J Balvin song. Is that how you say his
J
name?
Balvin?
Yeah, Safari.
Okay.
I like that one a lot. Day Day, Spin It, I believe.
They Spin It.
I think that's what it's called, Spin It.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
I
it's
heard
called. It's like a rap song. I like Solange's new album that she has out.
Yeah, I heard her perform last weekend on SNL.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does she have a white outfit on?
She had some weird outfit on. I think was it? Did she?
Was
she
it
might
white?
have been. Well, she's wearing something with like this funky crown
Over her
on
head,
over
yeah,
her
I've seen
head.
her
Like
performance.
she looked good. She sounded good. She's definitely not her sister. She has like her own unique sound. So
Most definitely, yeah.
Sister.
Beyonce.
Beyonce Knowles.
Solange.
Solange Knowles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's kind
like
of
her
hard shoes to
album.
fill.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Queen Bees. Shoes, tough one.
Yeah, that's kind of who I've been listening to as of like today.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
And gospel. I listen to a lot of gospel.
A lot of gospel music. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But you don't listen to.
Nah. Just don't. I don't know.
That's cool.
No biggie. Yeah, I like gospel a lot.
All right. Cool.
You into sports at all?
I'm just getting into football, actually. I'm just learning about football. But as far as right now, I would say I like the Cowboys by default.
Yeah.
By
You know-
default.
you know
It's by
what's-
default.
You know what's the
Why is that?
beauty?
Why is that?
Because my father.
Okay.
He's a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, so it's like, and my little brother is a Cowboys fan as well, and he plays football. So I'm just like, all right, I like the Cowboys.
You know, it's one of the beautiful things about being a human. No one's perfect, so it's okay.
Thank
We
you.
won't fault you.
What about y'all?
I had no comment. My team's been sorry for.
Yikes.
I'm a Dolphins fan.
Oh, okay.
We've been horrible. We're doing okay this year, but we've been horrible for a long time.
Yeah. I don't really have a team. I follow local teams. I just like local.
Local, yeah.
Yeah, I've been a Dallas fan all my life too, actually.
True,
So,
yeah. They play tomorrow, 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I
playing
like
against the
Dax.
Ravens.
They're playing both?
I think.
Yeah. Oh, go Ravens.
Oh, they play Ravens tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Oh, he's talking about go Ravens. No, the Cowboys are gonna win.
Speaking of sports, I watched the UFC. You guys don't get into that?
Yeah. There's a fight today, I think, right?
No, it was last weekend.
Oh, but there's one tonight. I think.
It might be the lower stuff, but
Okay,
the
yeah.
pay-per-view, the big mega event was
Right.
last
Yeah, the
Madison
McGregor
Square. That dude's insane, man.
Yeah.
McGregor?
Yeah, he's
Oh, yeah.
insane. I love him, but he's
He's
insane.
A lot of people don't like him, but I fucking love McGregor. But I don't know. I think that card, like that whole.
It was a good card.
I don't know. I feel like it was underwhelming. They could
Really?
Yeah, I think it would, I think if they try to fill it in last minute because of New York, since they just legalized UFC in New York, they're like, yo, let's get a bunch of people in to fill up the card. But I think the McGregor fight, I think, was the most highlight.
I like the Yoel Romero fight was good too.
It was alright, yeah. But then
And,
he's like, I don't know.
You had Misha Tate
Yeah.
announcing her retirement.
When are we gonna see Rousey back?
She's supposed to fight December 30th, and more likely, I'm gonna be honest with you, I like Ronda Rousey, but I think she's gonna get her ass whipped.
Yeah, I think she's gonna get rocked.
That Brazilian girl is bad.
I think she's more of a superstar now than like she's too big for the UFC.
Yeah.
And her doing movies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Well, I don't think-
hopefully, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she'll surprise us. You never know. It's a beautiful thing about sports.
Yeah, hopefully.
Amanda Nunez,
Yeah,
right?
Nunez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a beast.
She's gonna get rocked. I think
She's a
she's gonna get
beast.
rocked. Because like imagine she's been like Ronda. I don't feel like has had time to train. And-
Definitely not in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I mean, what? She made 3 movies.
Exactly.
You know,
And Nunez is it's a monster, dude. Like she's
she's about it.
yeah.
As Master P would say, about it.
Yeah.
She's a bad woman.
It's crazy, man. She's good though. So we were talking about who was the rapper we were talking about? The guy who's on show in Viceland?
Viceland. Oh, Action Bronson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was watching this show, right? With this guy. I think his show is called like Fuck That's Delicious
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, he's
yeah.
got 2 shows, I think.
Well, I saw that one,
Oh,
the food
okay.
one, where he went
Alright.
like. This dude went to Italy, right? And he was like, I'm sometimes I look at this guy, I'm like, dude, if I was as big as this guy, like I'd be scared for my health right now because it's like this dude ate like everything.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, and then like that like, the part of the show was like they went from like they literally went like restaurant hopping where they were just
Right.
like you were gonna go here one place and try this and then go here then try this in a matter of like 3 hours and then the guy Alchemist to have along with him.
Right.
He was just like, "Fuck, dude, I can't do it anymore, guys. I can't do it." But I was like, "Dude, like, what the hell? Like, this dude is like legit, like what, like maybe pushing 350, 380."
Have you seen the show?
No,
Have you heard Action Bronson's music?
I don't think so.
You haven't? Okay. If you hear him, the first thing that's gonna come to your mind is going to be Ghostface Killer.
Yeah,
Everybody like that I put onto Action Bronson, they're like, "Yo, you sound like Ghostface Killer."
That's
So-
kind of hard to do.
Huh? Yeah.
Ghostface is a bad boy.
Yeah. But it's like, but after listening to Ghostface for a long time and Action Bronson for a while, you can tell the difference between them.
You said he's a big guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
the
I have-
white
I've-
Albanian guy.
Yeah. I've heard of him before.
Yeah, he's got a show on Viceland called "Fuck That's Delicious." Originally, he was a chef, like he was a chef in New York. And story is that I guess like he broke his leg or something like that. And when he broke his leg, he started rapping. That's when he like out of nowhere he's like able to rap now or something like that. So something triggered his brain or whatever.
That's what's
But
up.
long story short, I mean, he got dope music and stuff. He got good stuff. He got a show.
but this guy's literally pushing like you could tell he's like 400 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it
He's
out.
from inside.
I've heard of him. Yeah, I've heard of him, but I'm gonna check it out.
But like this dude eats like non-stop throughout the whole.
Yeah,
fucking
400
day.
pounds, man. It's-
I was just like, how the
That's
you gotta
a
feed
lot.
that.
But I'm talking about like food like
He's
you
good,
go-
yeah.
yeah.
Good food, yeah.
Yeah, like you go to like these like high end places, and like this like the episode I saw in Italy, like you would go like within like maybe a span of like an hour, 2 hours, they literally go like food like restaurant hopping. They were like, "Yo, let's try gelato here, and have a sandwich over here." We're gonna
So
have some steak over
this
here."
motherfucker is like Anthony Bourdain and
Yeah,
fucking
pretty much.
Ghostface all in one.
It's like
Yeah,
the hood version of Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's dope though. He's a
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to check that out.
funny ass show.
What do you think of what's his name? Little Dicky? Is that his name?
Oh, I think he's He's all right.
Did you? I saw that video. I love that video, man, where he didn't pay for shit.
Right. That was clever. I think that was a clever video.
Did you see the video about he had a video where he's like trying to talk to a girl, right? So the whole video is about him having a conversation back and forth with the girl, right? And but it's like real shit. I feel like Lil Dicky's one of those artists that like it's people don't give him credit for the talent that he has, but he like if you I don't know if you've seen any of the Sways freestyles.
He can actually spit.
The dude has bars. Like,
Well, I saw him.
He's a comedian. He's a character.
I saw him spit against Nick Cannon. I know it's not really,
Nick Cannon.
but I saw it on VH1, MTV, one of those.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he can hold his own as far as rapping goes.
Yeah. He go there and stuff.
Yeah.
I recently saw him on a commercial. I want to say like a Trojan commercial or something like that. Have you
No,
seen
I
it?
didn't know that.
Nice.
No.
Yeah. I think he got McDonald's commercial. Yo, he's getting money and stuff.
No, he's dope.
Yeah. Video is
One guy
clever.
that guilty pleasure that I have listening to is G-Eazy. I don't think that dude
Jeezy?
Yeah, no, his name is G-Eazy.
G-Easy.
right?
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
him.
like,
I think he was signed to Diddy or something.
I don't think the dude can rap
Uh-huh.
because it sounds like really weird, but his music is catchy as shit.
Right.
You know, so it's like, and as far as artists coming out, like he's a white dude that rap, like he's a white dude that raps, but it's just like he's more of that commercial pop
The
rap kind
commercial
of thing.
style
Yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
So he's like he did tracks with like Baby Rexha or whatever, and like all these pop artists or EDM
Right.
artists, and I don't know, I just everyone loves him, but I can't wrap my hand around it.
Out of the new folks, I've been listening to Dave East. You heard him?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you like him and stuff.
He actually went to high school with me.
Dave
What?
East?
Yeah, and I do his mom's hair.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
He's from out here?
Mm-hmm. He's from New York, but
Right, yeah,
he was
yeah,
out here
yeah.
for a little while.
Oh,
See
okay.
about that.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, he's managed by Nas people and
Yes, he got signed with Nas.
stuff. Yeah. He's sick and
Shout
stuff.
out to them, to
Yeah.
the Brewster family.
All right, that's what's
Mhm. That's pretty dope. Yeah, everybody likes him
up. Yeah.
so far. They play his
Yeah,
play his
he's
music.
like the next guy coming up and big stuff and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's a New York guy.
Yeah. He's sick, yo. Like, if you like Nas music, you'll be a fan of this guy and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, that's the
He's-
style of hip hop I
Yeah.
listen to, man.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah, I think you'll like him.
new trap stuff.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
not me. That's all right.
If Settle likes him, you'll like him.
All right. Okay.
So, how do you feel about trap culture? Like, do you think, like, here's my thing. Like, I think trap culture is not hip hop. It's its own thing. Am I wrong or no?
Like it's not hip hop.
Yeah, I mean, it's influenced by hip hop because it's like there's a lot of EDM influence in there as well.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think it is different.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's not hip hop.
Uh-huh.
Hip hop is more of like that song I just played, Foxy Brown.
Right.
Like that's something more smooth.
See,
Trap is like
that's what I'm talking about. So Settle, it's you have that
his is
the mentality of what hip hop is defined as.
Uh-huh.
It's different now than it is
Now.
what we grew up with. Like trap is hip hop, but it's just like it's a different sector of it, but
Uh-huh.
it is hip hop. It's like comparing West Coast rap with East Coast rap. Like they're still the same thing, but it's different music.
All right.
So it's just
style.
different music.
I see what you're saying.
So, because trap would originate from the South, that's what you first hear with T.I. T.I.
Right,
came out with that kind of style of
yeah.
rap. So, I mean, I guess you'd consider it Southern rap, but then
But I almost see it like it's influenced, it's inspired, but it's not it and stuff. You know? I don't know and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like saying like reggaeton. Reggaeton is kind of almost the same thing.
no, reggaeton is different though.
But you can almost say reggaeton is hip hop.
Reggaeton was influenced by hip hop, dancehall, and reggae.
Right.
Right? It's a different thing. It's not hip hop for the reason of the culture.
Uh-huh.
There's no reggaeton has no hip hop based culture.
Okay.
That's more pop.
All right. Let me explain to you why.
This is getting good.
yeah.
Back to your mentions, East and West, right?
Yeah.
All old school records, rap records that came from New York, everything was a sample. West Coast records sampled the funkadelic music, became the G-funk as it's known and stuff. They call it the G-funk.
Yeah.
The South did their own thing. You know, they didn't. I'm assuming they didn't know how to sample because not too many samples came out of there. So they based their sound more upon keyboards. And if you listen to a lot of the music,
Ghetto Boys.
The what?
You mean like Ghetto Boys?
Yeah, even Ghetto Boy. I can't.
What about Little John? Little John did a lot of sampling.
He came a little later though.
I know, but that's true. But
What did he sample?
He sampled Ozzy Osbourne's Jump for the Get Lower. What is it called?
Yeah. Okay, but that came afterwards.
I mean,
though.
but then when did we really start listening to Southern hip hop? That wasn't until these guys started coming out.
Ghetto Boys is Southern hip hop. I mean, they've been around forever.
Right. Yeah.
Scarface, Ghetto Boys. You had who else? Outkast. They were before Little John. They've been around a while.
Yeah, but this was early 2000s then.
But they were more based upon instruments.
Outkast? As far as the mainstream goes?
No,
Outkast came out 94.
Yeah, 94, yeah.
Then I started listening to them.
But 1994. Southern Playlisted Cadillac music.
Yeah.
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 I think it's just a different time.
Yeah, I think it's just
Yeah.
like anything.
Just a
like
different time.
Rap is always just evolving and
Evolves,
morphing, and it's just
It's
like
not the same.
Think about
It's not.
what was it? When did you get into hip hop? Like the first, how old were you? Like what was your influence when you first liked hip hop?
See, when I first liked it, it wasn't even called hip hop. It was just normal and stuff. You knew it was
what artists?
something and stuff.
Like what artists?
Like I would say it wasn't called hip hop till like 96 or something like that. Before it was just
When you
rap
first
music.
started listening to him, like what artists did you like that captivated? It was like, okay, this is what I like.
So the first time you heard whatever you heard, you're
Rap
like,
music.
I love this.
So I would say
What
rap
was
music
it?
and stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Damn, it's so hard, because so many artists that I heard at the time.
So
What was the first record you ever heard? And you're like, you know what? I love this. I'm gonna seek this out.
I would have to say Run DMC.
Okay.
Yeah,
South
he's-
MCs,
So what
I
did you
say.
Said it was more like MC.
Yeah.
So
Isn't there a
Think of
difference?
Run DMC, right?
Uh-huh.
And think of Run DMC in their heyday.
Or the Fat Boys. I like the Fat Boys.
Okay, Fat
too.
Boys. And
Yeah.
then compare that to Grandmaster Caz and Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
Uh-huh.
The Cold Crush brothers. Like,
Right.
compare the sounds. They were
Right.
probably like, what the fuck is this kid listening to? You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the same thing with us.
Right.
We're like, our generation, like, we like the Wu-Tang Clan, Biggie and Pop,
Right.
whatever. Whereas new kids nowadays, they like the trap. So I just think it's just always kind of evolving. It's still
Okay.
hip hop, kind of like under the umbrella,
Right.
but it's like its own little pocket under the umbrella.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's
But
the way I
see,
look at
all
it.
right. And another dude that I always liked was KRS-One. KRS-One always said,
One of the
all right,
baddest.
what's hip hop? Hip is to get you hip to something. Drop the knowledge. Hop is the dance, the moves, and things like that. Where is the knowledge? Is my
Yeah,
question.
that's the problem that it's facing today.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because you also got like that genre called mumble rap, right? Have you heard of that?
No.
You have like was it like designer? Like,
So you mean to tell me that when someone's singing about God bless all the trap niggas, that's not knowledge right there? That's knowledge.
Yeah, no, there's some that don't.
Huh? Or I can have two bad bitches at the same time. Is that not knowledge?
Yeah. No, there's some knowledge that's being dropped within, the trappers and stuff, the traperos, I guess, There's
But not a
some-
lot.
Trapero. I like that, yo. Should coin that shit, man.
put it on a t-shirt or
There
something.
you go.
Yeah. No, but what I'm trying to say is that, for example, what I like about Jazmell is that she's able to take the trap sound and incorporate the sound that, like, verses, lyrics that we don't normally hear on it. So most trap records that we're hearing and stuff, they're all rapping about the same thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Sound like they're recording in a garbage bin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're all recording, rapping about, drugs, guns, whatever and stuff, right?
The same thing.
The same thing. So how do you feel about that? That when you hear a lot of this music that they, discuss a lot of, violence. Actually, obviously, it's a reflection from the environment and whatnot,
But isn't hip hop always been like that? Like you listen to Tupac, you listen to Biggie, you listen to Big Pun, you listen to all these guys. they talked about
Well,
bitches and
no, but at the same
guns and
time,
cars and stuff like
Tupac
that.
had music like
Yeah.
like Brenda's Got a Baby.
They still
You know what I
they
mean?
still have stories.
Yeah, there's stories. That's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to get to.
it's people like
In trap
stories.
music, there's no stories.
There's no stories.
There's no
I understand what you
stories, is
mean.
what I'm trying to get to.
I feel like with what I have in mind with music, I want to bring back music. So maybe I want to bring back what you are looking for.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So
Right.
it is a difference of where I'm coming from.
Right,
So
yeah.
I understand, but I understand him too. It's
Yeah.
kind of still hip hop.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, for example, back to when you said, when they came out with the message, Grandmaster Flash came out with the message. There was a story there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Broke
There's-
glass everywhere.
Yeah. You know, I mean, these were stories that were painted, and that's something that I don't really hear in trap music. and
Music,
stuff.
yeah.
I mean, there are trap music I like, and there's some dudes that they know how to tell a story. Like, for example, Jeezy, I love Jeezy and stuff. And he could tell you stories that a lot of rappers, hip hoppers, or whatever
Yeah.
can't tell and stuff. You know, that's dope and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
But there's some dudes that's like, there's no story there.
As a female hip hop artist, are there any females, I guess, that you look up to that maybe for influence that you're like, okay, this is my role model in music, kind of like?
Okay, so what inspired me to move forward with this music was Dej Loaf. I was like, when she came out with the song "Try Me," I was like, oh, okay, she could do this. I was like, I can do this. Okay, you know, she. So I give a shout out to Dej Loaf because she did inspire me.
I'm sorry, what's her name?
Dej Loaf.
Who's that?
Try me. I can run your home and run the family.
I've heard it on the radio.
Yeah,
Oh,
you,
okay.
you don't know.
I've heard
Okay,
it.
I'll
These
show
guys
you.
don't listen to the radio.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them, but I've heard it.
Yeah. Do you know Little Dirk?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, they collabed together and made a few songs.
Okay.
But yeah, she's kind of. I feel like she's kind of like my style.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I heard you rapping over the "Get Me Home Tonight."
Yeah.
So were you a fan of Foxy Brown? Did you like her?
I did like her, but I was gonna say I like Erykah Badu.
Okay, yeah, she's
Yeah, that's kind of my inspiration right there.
Okay.
A lot, yeah.
There's been a lot of like hot, dope, like female
Female?
rappers.
Yeah, yeah.
My all-time favorite. I'm old school,
Yeah.
man. So like MC Light.
Yeah.
MC Light used to hold back in the
True.
day. She used to hold it. She can go toe to toe with a lot of them dudes.
I
man.
like
She was
Foxy
bad.
Brown, though.
Foxy was bad. Kim,
Lauren Hill, yo.
Lauren Hill was
Yeah. I've
heard
singing.
same
She's
thing. Yo,
double-edged sword right there.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody could duplicate her.
Oh no, and the thing is
Nobody.
that when a lot of people start mentioning top 5 MCs, no, it's hard for people to mention Lauryn Hill up there. But if you think about her accomplishments, what she's done,
Oh, absolutely.
yo, she's only dropped one album. The album won how many awards? You know what I mean? So how many records? You know what I'm saying? She like broke awards with, and she only did drop one solo album.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't even include what she did with the Fugees. You know what I mean? The Fugees go crazy and stuff. You know what I mean? So I think Lauryn Hill is definitely one top 5.
There was a whole era where we had a bunch of female rappers and stuff like that, but there's like what we have now is like Nicki Minaj.
That's it,
Yeah.
really. I mean,
You like Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, I like her. I like her.
Yeah.
I like
She's
her.
alright. She got some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
somebody writes for her. Somebody
You
has to
think
write
so?
for her, right? You think she
I mean-
writes her own stuff?
I feel like more her commercial stuff. Like she has to have a writer because
Right.
most of the
Sorry.
stuff she does is pop. But if you listen to more of the rap stuff,
Yeah,
I think that's all
she
her.
writes it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she.
I feel like Drake does the same thing. Like most of the pop
Oh
stuff. That he
God!
does.
I was watching a thing today. I think it was like Nick Cannon. They were interviewing him, and he was saying that. Yeah. So you got Nick Cannon saying, who I know people probably written for him, saying that people writing for Drake, and he doesn't respect Drake, or he respects him, but not as an MC.
That's what Nick
pretty
Cannon
bad.
said?
Yeah. Of all people, but yeah.
I don't know how much you would trust.
And Nick Cannon said that he wrote for Kanye.
Right.
Would you believe that?
Jay-Z wrote for Dr. Dre.
Yeah, man. So who did what's his name? Did a lot of the guy that had the vocal cord accident back in the day. They say he was one of the best back in the day. You know what I'm talking about? He was part of the whole NWA. Had an accident. damaged vocal cords. But he wrote for Dre.
Yeah.
For Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Well, Ice Cube
Ice Cube wrote for them a lot
Eazy.
too.
Yeah. So it's normal and stuff. I always have like a songwriter and whatnot. Yeah.
Ghostwriter.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah. But as an MC, you always gotta be. See, there's a difference.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Okay, the
between
difference
an
between
MC
a rapper and an MC.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna break
Like,
it
I know
down
there's
to
a
you.
difference, yeah.
There's a big difference. An MC can rap at any time. You know what I mean? Without thinking about it.
Okay.
An MC can move the crowd. You know, MC move the crowd, knows how to control the mic, knows how to just do all of that and stuff. Can be lyrical, can tell you a story, can can switch up the flow and everything. A rapper is just basically anybody can be a rapper. You know what I mean? You can wear a hat backwards and sunglasses and a chain and like as one of my boys used to say just yap. You know what I mean? You can just yap, and that's a rapper and stuff. You know what I mean? Just kick some nursery rhymes, and that can be a rapper and stuff. But an MC can say a nursery rhyme and make the nursery rhyme sound fly. You know what I mean? Make it sound doper and whatnot. You know, that's my definition at least.
Right.
And the guy I was looking for was the DLC.
No, yeah.
It's getting funky. It's getting funky.
Yeah.
So he used to write a lot for the NWA.
Okay.
And he had a car accident where he like damaged his vocal cords, and that kind of messed his career. But he did a lot of writing for Dre and Snoop and not Snoop, but Dre. Back then.
Okay.
Yeah, he's well respected.
Yeah. What do you see a difference between an MC and a rapper?
Yeah, I would like to know
She wants to know.
everybody's opinion.
I would say yes. I mean, think of the term MC, Master of Ceremonies. I think it's more prestigious
Yeah.
when you look at the whole rap culture, hip hop culture. So I think a rapper is just anyone that can spit.
Anybody.
You know what I mean? Drake,
Yeah.
for instance. We all know, word is that Drake doesn't write a lot of his own shit. So KRS-One is an MC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's more prestigious. These are people that freestyle, that can,
It's more difficult.
right.
Mm.
Whereas a rapper is, anybody that can spit.
Yeah.
It still takes skill to be a rapper, though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
you still have to deliver the message.
Now,
Right,
do you
right.
think there's a difference between rapper and just an artist? Some people say.
Yeah. There's.
Well, Kanye refers to himself as an artist,
Artist, yeah,
right? And not
yeah.
a rapper, per se. He just likes to make
Right.
good music, is
Yeah.
what he says.
I think
Right.
there's levels to it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
I'm not necessarily a Kanye fan, but
See, for me, like I respect Kanye, but it's just after I think it was 808 and Heartbreak, I just couldn't take.
And that's when the
seriously.
Kardashians came in. I think the
No,
Kardashians.
Kardashian came in after his because he had Watch the Throne
Yeah.
with Jay Z.
Yeah, he was already with Kardashian at that time.
No,
Yeah.
he was because the whole Kardashian thing happened after. I think
When did he start dating?
He's
Kim
with
Kardashian?
what was her name?
Around 808 and Heartbreak.
No, he's with that
no,
model chick.
He was with
Oh, he was
Amber
with
Rose.
that.
Yeah, Amber
He was with
Rose.
Amber Rose.
Yeah.
During 808 and Heartbreak?
No, probably after that because he was with because he had Amber Rose. He dated somebody else and then he went to Kim.
Mm.
So it's but no, I just Kanye. I don't know. I just feel like he's trying to be too much. Like he's trying too much, but.
I mean, he might be ahead of his time, but I respect his artistry.
Yeah, I
and
think he's
stuff,
ahead.
You know what I mean? I just don't. I respect his artistry just like I respect everybody else's artistry. I just find it weird that you have some.
His persona is weird, but it's but like his music is kind of starting. His music is starting to
He's the
reflect.
Trump of rap of hip hop.
Yeah.
He's the what?
The Trump of hip hop. If
Yeah.
you really think about
Yeah.
it. He has some psycho fans, or psycho supporters and stuff that go out there and, are all into his shoes, the clothing,
a huge
and whatnot
following.
and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people like
respect,
him.
to his
Huge
fans and
following.
stuff. But he has a huge following, then it's almost comparable to a Trump following.
Mm. Well,
Which I
they
think is-
have
is
partnered
smart, it's
up.
clever and stuff.
Yeah, he was a supporter.
I
Yeah.
haven't personally and I'm not knocking. Again, like his music is not for me, but I haven't liked a song of his since The Wire.
Right.
That's a long time.
I was not a fan of Kanye West at all.
Not even his first albums?
The College Dropout album.
Yeah,
I
what
like
he.
the College Dropout, the Late Registration.
I only like
that
that.
whole
I
College
wasn't.
series was
Yeah,
dope.
I just wasn't. I was like, I did not like it until just recently. I was like, okay, maybe when I started getting into music now, I'm just like with Kanye. I'm like, okay, I kind of can feel where I kind of can see his creative side.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
And I feel like Kanye is also a producer that kind of took. If you listen to all his music, he did like he sampled a lot of vocals. Like it just he made music with or produced music with vocals and just made that into art. And a lot of producers,
It's creative.
Yeah, it was creative.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
it's one of the first producers I've seen that has done instead of like getting
He's
instead of
an
having someone
innovator.
sing on top of his
Yeah.
instrumentals or whatever, he'll take the people's vocals and voices and just
Definitely had his own
incorporate
sound.
the song.
Right.
So it's just that I was like, it's amazing.
And even in his production, like the thing with him was with the fast drums. I remember he would like speed up the drum sounds on a lot of his like the songs he did for Jay-Z and stuff.
Right.
And even
But remember when he I think it was before 808 dropped where the song Stronger came out.
Mhm.
That song hit the radio before it was done.
Yeah.
Because he went back. It took him I think like a long ass time to perfect that song because there's always things he wasn't
Right.
happy with. He's like a perfectionist when it comes to stuff. But like I said, now it's just for some reason he's going to this persona, which is I think it's starting to reflect on his music, and it's for me it's losing the quality of it. I don't know. It's just but like Kanye I liked not anymore. It's just I can't do it anymore. Maybe I'm getting old, but fuck it, I just can't do it.
All right. You guys heard Anderson .Paak? Never heard Anderson .Paak? The dope artist, look out. He does most like singing. He was on the. Did you guys ever hear the Dr. Dre album, the Compton album?
I heard a few.
Compliment.
I heard a few. You mean the one that came out with the movie?
Right. Yeah.
I heard a few tracks
Okay,
off
yeah.
of it.
So
It was a good album.
Yeah, good album.
What the fuck happened to the? Or is that the Detox album? What the
No,
fuck
no,
happened
no,
to the Detox album?
Detox House sucked. Like it just for some reason like it wasn't good, but the Compton album, what I liked he did, he brought back he had Eminem on the track, he had Ice Cube, he had Exhibit.
Did he have
had
the Game on
Snoop
there?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I didn't hear the Game on there.
No?
They work
I thought
so
it was
well
on there.
together,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
don't know why they haven't made more music together, man.
I think it's the Game, mostly the Game's fault,
Just
'cause
complicated to deal with.
He probably is too complicated because if you listen to Kendrick Lamar's album,
Yeah.
He's an animal.
It's, I'm telling you, it's in
He's a
everything
beast.
that. And for me, like people will shit on me for saying this, but for my favorite Eminem is the one when he was produced with Dr. Dre, because I feel like Dr. Dre always brought out the best of him, and then once they stopped working together, I don't think the quality of music was there yet. Like it was there. It's just him. It's I think my favorite Eminem is the one that always worked with Dr. Dre. And just like everything Dre drops is fucking fire. And then that Compton album, what he did is he got a bunch of he got Kendrick Lamar. He had rappers that you've never heard of.
That's good.
Put him on the album.
That's good. He's always been good at that, as bringing out new talent.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
And how his whole album was like story based. Like if you listen to, I think there's one joint that Exhibit was on. It went from it was about it was like skit. It was like a skit, but it was like music incorporated with. It was one of the dopest albums I've ever heard. But it sucks that it only came out for Apple Music. I think that's why a lot of people never heard it.
Okay.
Were you guys fans of the documentary album?
Yeah. Game?
The Game?
Yeah. I'm a fan of all the games.
That was a classic.
Yeah. He recently dropped a new one lately. And
Yeah,
stuff.
1982.
Yeah, 1982. Hot, yo.
Or 1992. I'm sorry, it's 1992.
1992.
It's dope.
Album.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's dope
I like
album.
it. Yeah.
What is it about? It's an
It's like the
album or a
Game.
documentary?
No, the rapper, The Game, he released
Yeah.
is it an album or a mixtape?
Might have been.
It was on Spotify.
Yeah,
So it's
probably
album.
albums. He released an album called 1992, and the whole album is about everything that happened in 1992. So he talks about like the OJ chase, like the music that was
94,
popping
but-
at the time. So then I think it's called 94 or something like that.
So it's 1992 is the name of the album.
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't know.
But he raps about everything that went on
Right.
around
Maybe in
that
the
time.
dope.
90s.
Yeah.
He has a song in there with Will.i.am, Ice Cube, and with Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
It's fucking fire.
Yo, people sleep on Will.i.am. Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will.i.am,
People
he's a
do.
rapper?
Yeah. From
What?
the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, the Black Eyed
Oh.
Peas.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's a hell of a producer too.
Yeah,
man.
I know him
People-
as a
intelligent.
producer.
People
Smart.
sleep on him, man. But he's a talented
Yeah.
dude.
Let me ask you, how do y'all feel about the Black Eyed Peas?
They were different. You know, I remember. I remember when they first came out.
Yeah.
They were like hardcore, like hip hop.
Right.
But then, like, they changed.
Yeah.
Man, it's just like, as musicians, I know you two know, like, you're always constantly evolving, just like as a
Right.
person. So the
Right.
same thing happens, like music is in an expression. So like you're always evolving. So
Yeah.
I think that's what happened with them because they're completely different, like from when they first came out.
Right.
And Will.i.am was always been in charge of. I think Will.i.am made that group because like he was in charge of production. He was in charge of like pretty much setting them up. And him and Fergie are the only ones that had like the career thing.
Right.
And Fergie kind of now recently kind of like died out, but Will.i.am's always been that versatile artist where he can do hip hop, he can do pop, he can even jump into EDM if he wants
Yeah.
to because he's worked with guys like Steve Aoki or like Tiesto. He has tracks with these guys who produced
Right.
with them. But Black Eyed Peas, I think I didn't like them when they first came out. I wasn't really feeling them.
But you did because they were kind of like big break. It was like a break dancing
Yeah.
thing, right? Like part of the movement or whatever.
I felt with them at first, but then after the first album, and then they kind of took a break, and it came when and then was I think Will.i.am took that time and that break to learn how to produce, and then came back and produced I think it was like the Ella Funker album they had, and that album was good. Like that whole album was good.
Yeah.
And then he produced I think Fergie's album, which was good too, and then I started liking them again.
Did he work with LMFAO?
Yeah.
Okay.
He worked with it. He's been around with everybody.
Right. Right.
I think he had a track with Becky G and everything.
He had the one song with Britney.
Yeah.
I got a confession to make, man. I went to Vegas and saw that show. It was good though. I don't care. Yeah, it was good.
The Britney show.
The Britney show. I don't give a fuck. I saw Britney Spears, man. It was a good show though. It was a good show. Why you laughing?
There's
It was a
nothing wrong
good
with
fucking
that.
show.
It was nothing wrong with
It
it.
was a good show. But like when they did that collabo song, they had him in the background, you know, the scream and shout, and
Right.
that was fucking jamming. Yo, it was a good fucking concert.
Right.
Yeah, shout out Britney Spears. Fuck y'all.
It's all good. I'm going
That's
back. I'm going
funny.
to March to go see the Backstreet Boys show.
Yeah,
True.
fucking
Where?
Backstreet. Yeah,
Vegas.
Did they already
True.
start their residency?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
Bell Biv, Boys to Men. I think they were there, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah. A lot of folks have. Doesn't J-Lo have residency?
She was filling in for Mariah.
Oh, okay.
So Mariah took a break at Caesars, and then J Lo was filling in her while she was gone.
All right.
They should do like a Wu-Tang Clan residency there. That shit would be dope, man.
Yeah.
I went there. I went to Vegas I want to say October of last year, and we ran into Ghostface Killer.
Right.
We were at the Caesar's Palace, and we were walking. He's like walking by. My boy's like, "Yo, is that Ghostface Killer over there?" And we chased him down the hall to like, "Yo, let me get a picture with you, bro." And then like he was mad cool, and then I think he had a show there with like I think he was doing a show. I don't know who he was doing a show with, but I know he was out there, and he was.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that go out there to do shows. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So, as far as music, like new music and things like that, what's the next things coming out? Because we got the video coming out,
My pair of fashion video.
and you got another song.
Another song called Lisa Simpson. It's pretty dope. I'm working on a video now. It should probably be out. Haven't decided yet, but that's my next video that I'm working on.
Tell us about the Lisa Simpson song.
So I started wearing my hair in Bantu knots, and people were calling it Kodak Black. You know, he has a little puff balls. And then I have a little cousin. He's like
Wait, who you said Kodak what?
Kodak Black.
What's that?
He's a rapper. He's
Oh,
a
okay.
rapper. And there was this cartoon show that was going on Kodak Black, and then they called him. They said something about him having the Lisa Simpson hairdo.
Okay.
So I kind of went off that, and then what a coincidence! My grandfather has Homer Simpson, like a big toy, in our backyard.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, so I was just like, I'm gonna just go with Lisa Simpson. So I was like, Lisa Simpson, rocking Lisa Simpson as a hairstyle,
Right.
you know, and then I just went on with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, dope song. I like it.
yeah, it's pretty dope.
And what else we got in the future? What can people expect to hear from from you in the future?
As far as what, like
we say you're currently writing on the current song. Do you want to release like
an album?
An album?
Yeah, I'm interested in releasing an album.
Okay. What's
So-
gonna come?
Right, yeah.
Alright.
When do you
Next-
expect to? I know it's kind of hard to tell, because there's a lot of work that goes into an album. But is there maybe like
a date?
a goal that that you want to
Next
get
year?
it accomplished by?
A whole album. I would like to have that done by Valentine's Day next year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because
What's
what?
your work?
I need like 10 songs, average.
And who's part of your team, like as far as
Yeah, it was like who's behind it.
behind your whole project?
Yeah,
and
so
everything?
I'm pretty much plugged in, and it comes from like my clients. So one of my clients, Louis V, he's my engineer, and he has a producer called, his name is Yanni. Well, I think that's how you say his name. Yanni. And then I know a homeboy, that does the videos, No Effort. And then my uncle, helps me write my music, and you, Seto, my cousin, and that's pretty much it. And that's all I really need.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I really need to kind of move forward.
Now, this is your first time you're on a podcast, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, by coming to a podcast,
How do I?
what do you know about podcasts?
Well, I just got introduced to it today.
Okay.
So far, it's like a Netflix radio show.
All right. And as far
That's
as
a good way to put it.
yeah, that's how I
That's a damn
explain it
good way to put
it.
Yeah. So for music, when you want to hear like new music, where do you tune in to hear new music?
Where do I go?
Yeah. Like how do you find out what's hot, what's pop, what people are liking?
YouTube, mostly YouTube, Spinrilla, SoundCloud. That's kind of the three options that I normally go to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's about it.
when you go to SoundCloud, how do you find new music on there? You just like press play and then see what comes up.
Actually, Pandora.
Pandora,
Yeah. Different radio stations and different music, different artists come on there, and then that's kind of how I get hip to the new music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you still listen to radio stations, to commercial radio stations?
A little bit. I would say mostly it's probably on the gospel radio station.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Or just blank. I don't probably listen to a lot of radio.
What's up, Marv? How we doing?
Going a little over, but it's fine.
All right. So, you guys ready to wrap up? All right. So, Jazz, we want to make sure you give let people know where they can find you.
Yeah, so on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter, my name's Queen Jazmell. Facebook, Jazmell Osorio, and Everything Exclusive, LLC. Look me up as soon as possible.
And we got, sometimes people don't spell so good, so you might want to let them know how you spell Jazmell.
Yes, it's Jazmell.
Okay.
Jazmell.
Any words you want to leave our
Any
listeners
shout-outs?
with? Any shout outs? Any?
Yeah, shout out right now to podcast. What is this show called?
The MicroOnda podcast.
Yeah, shout out
The
to
Latin microwave.
to them. I'm gonna be on. Well, I'm on here now,
That's
so
what's up.
stay tuned. Shout out to God for first. Shout out to my business coach, my personal trainer, my motivational speaker.
And the names.
Oh,
They hearing
my
you
business
right now.
my business coach,
Make sure you-
Mr. Matthews, my personal trainer, Candace, my cousin, my motivational speaker, Chevelle, my songwriter, Fettuccine, and I think that's all. My counselor.
Yeah, we're going to bring Fettuccine. Is he around here, or is he?
He's local.
He's local, yeah, in
Yeah, we're
Maryland.
going to bring Fettuccine on
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
gotta bring him out
he's
here.
dope.
All right.
Yeah, he's pretty dope. I love him. Yeah, with music, yeah, he's awesome to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah, check him out.
I'll bring him through.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to everybody that supported me, my clients, my family, my friends,
That's what's up.
everybody right here.
Cool. So this is the MicroOnda podcast. We want to thank all of y'all for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, rate and review, drop a comment. Marvin, any last words?
finding us on so we get a Facebook?
Oh yeah, like us on Facebook, MicroOnda Podcast. Check us out on SoundCloud as well, MicroOnda Podcast. Under the description here, you'll find all the details and spelling as well. I follow me at Ceromundo. Follow Marvin and that is it. We are out. Peace.
Dale.
Good night.
Gracias por escuchar nuestro podcast. Adiós, come mierda.
Queen Jazmell. Queen Jazmell. Queen Jazmell. Queen Jazmell. You know it. You know it. Trap stylist. Yeah. Yeah. What you want to get done today? I need everything, girl. Okay. I got you. Everything exclusive. Oh yeah? Yeah. We can do that too. Okay. Rockin' Lisa Simpsons as a style. Woo. Bring my cartoon vision now. Okay. You can see me flipping in and out. Woo. Tell me what you really thinking about. Right. I could hook you up with the amount. How much? How many bundles you about? We can add some color dye now. Okay. After the process you slay, come back 2 weeks from today. We can jump in a new phase. We got them styles to waste. Let your weave hang to your waist, or cut a bob just in case. Girl, cut it. Girl, cut it. I've been schooling hairstyles since the first grade. Making nothing into something from the worst stage. Got me popping right now from the worst days. I mean worst waves, I mean worst weaves. I could do hair in my sleep. You could better stack it, be neat. Okay. I could whip a style with no heat. Yeah, you see the difference when I speak. Gambia, switch hair, nails, press curls. Switch hair, nails, press curls. Gambia, switch hair, nails, press curls. Switch hair, nail, press curls. I could do hair in my sleep. You could better stack it, be neat. I could whip a style with no heat. Yeah, you see the difference when I speak. Gambia, switch hair, nails, press curls. Switch hair, nails, press curls. Gambia, switch hair, nails, press curls. Switch hair, nail, press curls. I could dress you up, let your hair grow. You don't need no hope, you could trust me. Ain't too many that could touch me. I've been schooling hairstyles since the perm stage. My hair plug provider, she Brazilian. That I get imported from Colombians. Never put my hands on synthetic ends. Especially when you burn it, you might hurt your hand. That's a sort of feeling you can't understand. When you working under pressure and it's not a fan. Ain't too many circumstances that I'm never in. When I'm whipping up a style and it ain't a win. I could do hair in my sleep. You could better stack it, be neat. Okay. I could whip a style with no heat. Yeah, you see the difference when I speak. Gambia, switch hair, nails, press curls. Switch hair, nails, press curls. Gambia, switch hair, nails, press curls. Switch hair, nail, press curls. I could do hair in my sleep. You could better stack it, be neat. I could whip a style with no heat. Yeah, you see the difference when I speak. Gambia, switch hair, nails, press curls. Switch hair, nails, press curls. Gambia, switch hair, nails, press curls. Switch hair, nail, press curls. Oh my God, girl. I love my hair. You made my dreams come true. Yes, girl. Si tú quieres una cita, llámame.